The time being 6 p.m, I declare the meeting open. I'll just read out the persons in gallery advised that under the Local Government Act 1993, a person may not tape record the proceedings of a meeting of council or committee without the authority of council or committee. Tape recording includes the video camera and an electronic device capable of recording speech. Mobile phones must be turned off so as not to disrupt the meeting. Anyone, including councillors found using mobile phones, will be told to leave the meeting immediately and for the duration of the said meeting. An audio recording of this meeting will be taken for minute-taking purposes as authorised by the Local Government Act. This meeting is live streamed on Council's website to allow the community to follow Council's debate and decisions without the need to attend meetings in person. Members of the public attending or speaking at a meeting agree to have their image, voice and personal information, including name and address, recorded and publicly broadcast. Strathfield Council does not accept liability for any defamatory remarks or inappropriate comments that are made during the course of a meeting. Any part of that meeting that is held in closed session will not be streamed. And we'll read the prayer. Standing. We pray that our deliberations today will be objective and decisions are impartial, made for the benefit of the whole community. And recognition of traditional custodians. Let us begin by acknowledging the Wongal people, the traditional custodians of the land on which this meeting is being held. We pay respect to elders past, present and emerging. Do I have any declarations of pecuniary interest?
Mr. Mayor, I received 2 declarations, so I'll ask them to
okay.
At the appropriate time.
Any further delegations? Declarations, sorry? Okay. Then we'll move on to confirmation of minutes, 1st of February 2022, moved by Councillor Pensavini, seconded by Councillor Data. Any debate, councillors? No. Move the recommendation, move the minutes. Unanimous. Then we've got acknowledgements. So I've got an acknowledgement, obviously, just about regarding the New South Wales flood emergency, and then Strathfield Council expresses our heartfelt concern for the people affected by the flood, and I'll pass it over to Mr. Wong in relation to the efforts that Council is doing in this crisis, in similar strain of what we did for the Clarence Valley.
Yes, through Mr. Mayor and Councillors, as you will probably recall, only 2 years ago, where the state was faced with a horrific aftermath of the terrible bushfires that went through the whole state, particularly the valley affecting our community in the regional areas of the Northern Rivers. That started in November 2019, and of course other areas were all impacted subsequently, including our regional community in the South Coast area. This council is one of a number of councils that had registered with Resilient New South Wales, as it is now, with the local government recovery coordination group, as it was then, to offer practical support to our local community in the aftermath of these devastating, bushfires. And of course, this council provided support to our Northern Rivers communities of Richmond Valley, as well as Clarence Valley, and these are the same areas that are currently affected by the floods. And of course, they also were subject to the flooding back in February of 2020, just before the big pandemic, hit. And of course, we also provided assistance to Bigger Valley, which is to the south, and similarly, they are all currently all being affected by the terrible floods that we are experiencing now, and there is unfortunately no end in sight as the flood waters travel through the various catchments into their catchments. So this council has I contacted New South Wales, local government New South Wales, and offered our assistance. The effort will be coordinated, and is being coordinated by Resilience New South Wales. This time round, our local government has deferred the arrangements to Resilience New South Wales, And certainly this council will continue to provide our regional communities the support that we we started rendering back in 2020. Of course, the value in monetary terms was significant, and of course the technical assistance we granted to these council subsequently enabled them to apply for funding to reinstate their infrastructure worth tens of millions of dollars, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. So, Mr. Mayor, we actually did offer our support and have continued to provide our support in a practical way, and the LGNSW is aware of our offer, and so they will pass it on to resilience and stuff like that. And when the time comes, we're called upon, I will further update you, councillors.
Any further acknowledgements?
Yeah, I have a few questions.
Yeah. I think they've already put some on how many days?
I've got 3.
No,
Yeah. So I have 3 acknowledgements tonight, Mr. Mayor. The first, and do you mind if I don't stand?
That's fine.
The first acknowledgement is to our residents of our Ukraine community, and that we are appalled at the situation happening today and for the last 7 days in Ukraine. I attended a very moving service yesterday at the Ukrainian church in Strathfield, and we all prayed for strength, peace and unity of Ukraine. We as a community here in Strathfield would be prepared to help in any way possible. Many displaced relatives of our community will be arriving here soon, and we need to be prepared to work with the church to show our compassion and lend a helping hand in any possible way. If anyone would like to donate to the Ukraine charity that the church has set up, please contact the charity online. I will give David, I can't remember your last name, John. The information that will go up on the website. I would like to move that Strathfield Council donate an amount of money to the church at this stage, according to what Council believes would be a considerable amount, and the Mayor and I have discussed this, and we thought $5,000 would be an appropriate amount of money to give to the church for the Ukrainian appeal.
Just a question, David. Just with these funds, what work is the church?
The church is helping people apply for visas. They're helping them when they arrive. They're helping them with blankets, food and clothing that they've all lost. They've just put their belongings in a suitcase and headed to the airport or out to different countries around Ukraine to find safety, and they're trying to find their way here to Australia. So that money is going toward the families here who are going to be helping these people when they arrive, and also to the helping of their relatives who are applying for visas, which can be a very costly and timely process.
Okay. I think obviously it's an acknowledgement, but I think just in general, I think we should to see whether the other councillors have any comment about it.
Yeah. Anyone want to comment on that?
I comment the motion. So thank you, the Premier. I think it's a very good cause, and the people are really suffering. It should not have happened. It's disgraceful. So I commend your acknowledgement.
Thank you, Councillor.
So will we vote on that, or will we just agree to it? How does that work, Mr. Wong?
Madam Mayor, I think you asked that in terms of the assessment process, didn't you say that predicated by asking for that appropriate amount to be allocated?
Yes.
Well, I think that's fair enough. I think that it can be an acknowledgement, and between the Mayor and yourself and myself, we can finalise it.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay. All right, I'd also like to acknowledge Harmony Day that's going to be celebrated this year on the 21st of March. Created in 1999, Harmony Day was to celebrate the unity and diversity, and was originally an Australian celebration, but it is now marked worldwide by conscientious citizens. Whether you want to be better friends with your neighbours or stand in the shoes of another, we've got some harmonious habits and unifying ideas to make your Harmony Day a picture of peace. The theme for Harmony Day this year is Everyone Belongs. On behalf of Strathfield Council, we wish all our residents a happy Harmony Day, and whichever way we celebrate, that we show respect to all people who have come from different cultural backgrounds, and that we all have different stories to tell, and be supportive and respectful to your neighbours. And the wish of Harmony Day goes out to everyone in our community, and I'm not sure if Council is having an event with Harmony Day, but I'm sure there will be events in the area that we can all attend. Thank you. I'll also acknowledge that International Women's Day is the 8th of March, which is tomorrow, and as you all know, Council are having an event tomorrow in the Town Hall. The Breaking the Bias is the theme for women this year in the Women's Day event. And the facts are evident that women are clearly known to have gender bias against them. It's a reality, and to a greater or lesser extent, that women experience gender bias every day. Women have been fighting for this change for an exceptionally long time. I have since the 70s, so that's showing my age. There has to be change. However, unequal pay, sexual harassment, and outdated interviewing questions are still examples of the bias against women still happening today in our workplace. We as leaders, with the state and federal leaders, are responsible for that change. What we focus on is what we can create. And without the support of all levels of government taking responsibility, we will not see the changes for our daughters and our granddaughters. Time has come for a change, and with the new direction of this council is taking, I can assure you our residents will be calling for and that we will be calling for and implementing changes to this sector. Thank you. Yep.
Any further comments, Councillor Garza?
No, thank you.
Oh, I covered it.
You got your one?
Oh, yeah, I might.
Your turn.
Sure, thank you. Mr. Mayor, I have 3 acknowledgements to make today. One is, there is I do not think you know, there is a monument in Strathfield Park called Martyrs Monument that was established in 2006 to commemorate the killings of people in Bangladesh, students in Bangladesh who were killed for starting a movement for language movement. And the other thing that you may not know, that Bengali as a language is in which the second highest volume of literature is published in the whole world, Bengali. And so they celebrate 21st of February as a Martyrs Day, and this year as well, the Bengali community, I went to Bengali community, they celebrated when the monument they established in 2006, and they offered a wreath at the monument to commemorate the sacrifices made by hundreds of people who were killed to protect the right to speak in Bengali language as a national language. So I commend their effort. They have been doing it for a long time. So I acknowledge that it was a great contribution by the Bengali community, and in acknowledgement of their contribution, 21st February has been acknowledged by UNESCO as a Mother Language Conservation Day. So I want to mention that here so that you all are aware of the council, which is not far from here, actually. So that's my first acknowledgement.
Councillor Zahn, do you have any wording that you can give to Mr. McQuaid? At the, any wording for the acknowledgement?
Yes, sure, I can give it to later on. The second acknowledgement is for Hindu Council of Australia. Hindu Council of Australia has been around for over 40 years, and as we know, there are a lot of floods going around and people are suffering, and they have been helping communities all across New South Wales, including Lismore. Not only that, they also organize various events to acknowledge and inspire the members of various communities, particularly Indian subcontinental communities. So in this chamber today, I would like to mention that Hindu Council of Australia, as a corporate citizen or an organization, is providing a tremendous service to the community, not only for the needs of the community of Indian subcontinental heritage, but also the broader Australian community through providing help for events such as the disaster relief as is happening today. So that was my second, Mr. Mayor. The third one is, we may know that we have quite a large police community around here, not only around here, also in various parts of Sydney. And the police community has organized a charity event for donating wheelchairs for disabled kids. And I think it is also a very, very good gesture for the community, which is probably relatively new in Australia, to come up with this sort of gesture and organizing charity events for organizing funds, donating funds for children, disabled children. So I commend the contribution of the community. I would like to acknowledge their contribution to this council. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That's all. I'll provide the word if required later. Okay.
Acknowledgement. Councillor Reddy, I think this is the biggest part of the business taken now.
I would like to acknowledge the Holi festival, which is celebrated throughout India, and it's on 18th of March, and the whole of Strathfield community is celebrating. One of the Strathfield organizations, SAGE, is celebrating on the 13th of March, and FOI is celebrating on 19th of March, the same festival. That was my first acknowledgement. And the second one is Friends of India's Harvest Festival, which was scheduled to be happening on 27th of February, which was cancelled. And today they have rescheduled it for 26th of March. And they have invited, they'll be sending the invitations to the council soon, most probably by tomorrow. And I have another one is Friends of India and Health Professions Network, both of them together are doing a seminar for women's health, which includes pregnancy, breast cancer, breastfeeding, and menopause and everything. So which is on 13th of March as well. And they have invited. It's an open invitation to the community.
Any more acknowledgements? Deferred outstanding matters, awaiting report, nil, and then mayoral minutes. So, my mayoral minutes, 8.1. I move that council, 1, liaise with the Strathfield Bird Lions Club to find a suitable location within the Strathfield LGA for council to provide a Lions Club commemorative garden, and that the garden bed be installed prior to the 75th anniversary in September 2022. Provide a report to an upcoming council workshop with prominent location options and any budgetary implications. So basically, Lions Australia is celebrating 75 years anniversary in September, and the first club was formed in Lismore in 1947, and it's grown to be one of the largest service organisation clubs in history and in the community. And basically, what they're doing is they're aiming to get 75 locations across Australia. To have like some sort of formal garden bed in some sort of location to just to showcase the 75 years, and just a reminder of people that of this community organisation. So I think the fact that we've now the Lions Club has now spread into our council a bit more with the Strathfield Bird Lions Club, and from what I understand, the majority of the members are now in Strathfield. So I just put this mayoral minute to you, councillors, if you have any debates. No debate?
No debate.
Okay.
All in favour?
That's all in favour? Yeah. Okay. And then I have another mayoral minute, which I'm going to move as a matter of urgency to let be dealt with before the next council meeting. This matter involves a confidential staff matter, and therefore we are going to move into closed session. So if I can get the gallery to be excluded and to get the recordings turned off, and I would like a council officer to remain present for minute taking purposes.